Hey guys, today I want to talk a little bit about should expats and our allies be worried about this Afghanistan mess and why we should be. Well, let me say this. After pulling out of there and fully arming the people that were in there before, almost leaving them fully in power and even in a better position this time, with all the weapons and everything ready to roll, money, everything, that worries me, concerns me. And I'm sure other countries now are also worried. And Taiwan, Philippines, South Pacific Island nations, many other nations like Vietnam, they're probably reassessing the situation right now and saying, is the United States going to take care of us when something happens? Is the United States going to be there? Are they going to fight till the end? Or are they just going to walk off and leave all their stuff behind for the next military group that's going to take over, the one that they're fighting? That's a big concern. This was such a blunder of epic proportions that it hurt us internationally with all these other countries, including Europe. Europe now, I mean, we kind of help protect them. We're in that group, we're supposed to be there to help protect them from Russia or whoever, and if something happens, we're supposed to be there for them. The question now is, would we? It seems like what we're doing is we're just going to protect our borders now. And I think we would probably protect Canada, or if anybody come into the North America and Central America, the United States would probably act a lot harder. But I'm a little concerned about how close we're going to let people come. I'm sure we're gonna try to hold back any country, including China or Russia, to a certain extent. But the question is, to what extent? Here's the thing. China's waiting. And China sees this as a huge advantage. I mean, recently in one of their cartoons, they showed Joe Biden in a Marine uniform with a helmet on his knees, with his hands behind his back, his neck, and basically he's kind of surrendering to the Taliban. The Taliban in the cartoon were portrayed as these little tiny guys. Compared to us, they are. And that really worries me when my country gets portrayed like that. And my so-called president, and that's what I'm going to call him, so-called president, because he's really not a president. He's got some serious mental health issues, and he shouldn't be in there right now. And people might say, no, he's not that bad. The government wouldn't leave him in there. You think so, really? I've seen him on that podium bumbling through quite a few speeches and everything on there. It's kind of concerning. So, and I know a lot of people are Democrats, and I'm not poking at the Democrats or poking at independents or poking at Republicans or conservatives or liberals or whatever. What I'm trying to say is everyone at this moment is kind of worried. All of us as a whole. And we need to come together on this right now to save our nation, because our nation's falling apart. So, where to from here? Well, one thing I saw after the last plane pulled out of Afghanistan was a lot of ex-military that had just gotten out. They got together to try to help get these interpreters out of there. And you want to know something? A lot of them were already killed. They're murdered in cold blood. You always get the interpreters, the people that helped the United States. They should have been on those planes. They should have been on those planes, cut and dried. No question about it. Anybody that helped the U.S., they got a death sentence on them now. And some of the Afghanistans that had a green card or were Americans stayed behind because their family couldn't get out. So they figured they'd stay behind with their families back there. And, we should have took their families on the plane too. It's kind of a death sentence on them too. Anybody that helped the U.S. is going to be killed over there, they said. That's per the Taliban. And in the United States, one of the generals said that the Taliban worked really nice with the United States, and they were very thankful to them. Come on. Seriously? You just handed them all their weaponry. They should be thankful. You know? Serious. Think about that for a second. That's atrocious, even thanking our enemy. I don't know. But anyway, I'm sure right now, as we speak, Japan, Taiwan, South Pacific Islands, Philippines, all a little bit worried right now about what America does next. You know, if we do go to war with China or Russia or whoever, do we have the backbone for it anymore? Do we have the guts and gall to go in and be able to fight? You know? Do we? That's the question. Do we? I'm not so sure we do anymore. I understand that we handed the country over and all the soldiers that we left behind in the government folded. We should have expected that, if anything. That's just kind of the way they are over there. They all folded. But to leave them that kind of weaponry behind when you know that they're probably going to fold, that was the dumbest mistake that we ever could have did in this world. It baffles my head. My head just keeps on shaking since this has happened. But anyway, guys, you know, we as Americans definitely got a lot to worry about over the coming 3 years. Best we can do is hope for the best. Anyway, guys, I love you. God bless. And to all the families of the soldiers that were lost, God bless. And may they rest in peace. And to the soldiers that fought over there, don't ever give up. You know, stay strong. Don't let this bother you. It bothers me, so I know it's bothering you guys, but don't let it bother you. You did your best. You fought your best. God bless, guys. Take care.